Now I yield to the distinguished gentleman, Mr. Doggett, for the purposes of an opening statement.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman, colleagues, witnesses. We're pleased to have you here. Just as builders know to check the roof after a big storm to be ready for the next one, economic experts know that during periods of prosperity and job growth, like the one we're experiencing right now in most parts of the country, that's the time to make sure that our unemployment insurance system is ready for the next recession. We've accomplished much in this country, but we've never been able to totally suspend the business cycle, just as we don't totally suspend hurricanes and storms. And unless we're ready, the problems will only intensify. Unfortunately, many states seem to be more interested in tearing new holes in the insurance system rather than getting ready for the next storm. Those state policies are dangerous, not just for workers, but also for our national economy. Well-functioning unemployment insurance is our first line of defense in keeping economic downturns from spreading and worsening. As bad as the last recession was, it would have been far worse without unemployment insurance, and it would have been lessened had the efforts that Democrats made here in Congress to extend benefits for a longer period of time been permitted. Extended unemployment benefits prevented 1.4 million home closures between 2008 and 2012, and we know from economic studies that every dollar of unemployment benefits paid produced about $1.50 to $2 in additional economic growth, stimulating the economy and preventing other workers from being laid off. Of course, we could have done much more had unemployment benefits been extended. The estimates are that we could have prevented about the loss of about another 200,000 jobs. Unfortunately, the majority of states have ignored the lessons of the last recession. Certainly my state of Texas has ignored it, and they're not preparing their insurance programs for the next recession. Indeed, many are actively reducing the likely effectiveness of the unemployment insurance system. As of the end of last year, only 18 states in the entire country were prepared to pay a year of benefits in another recession. The rest of the states did not meet minimum standards of trust fund solvency. There are some significant exceptions that are doing their job. Utah, which is represented at our hearing today, is one of the few states that indexes its taxable wage base and has a solvent trust fund. My home state of Texas, like most states, would quickly run out of money to pay benefits in a recession. And while I'm pleased to hear that Florida is continuing to improve the solvency of its trust fund, it's apparently done so largely by making collection of insurance benefits earned in Florida more difficult for unemployment workers to obtain than any other state in the country. 15 states have cut benefit levels, and the average unemployment benefit replaces significantly less than half of wages lost. More than 30 states have changed eligibility to end unemployment insurance altogether for some workers who receive other earned benefits or work in specific types of jobs. 9 states now provide less than 26 weeks of unemployment benefits, the lowest level in those 9 states in about half a century. As the Government Accountability Office noted in a recent audit, with long wait times by phone and in person, abandoned calls, dropped calls, blocked calls, and long delays in claims processing, many states have also created practical barriers to the unemployed accessing the insurance that they are due to rely upon. This is a time when states are serving fewer workers and yet erecting more barriers. We all agree that the states should make their unemployment trust funds protected from fraud and errors. Individuals, employers, and identity thieves that steal from trust funds should be punished. But some states seem to have forgotten why they're safeguarding these funds, and that's to pay workers the benefits that they've earned when they collect them and need them. In addition, this Congress is failing to adequately fund the employment service, which plays a critical role in connecting the unemployed with new jobs and providing the skills necessary. The cost of a well-funded trust fund is reasonable for employees. Wyoming is a state that is doing its job. It's indexed its unemployment tax to maintain a steady trust fund balance and currently has the best prepared trust fund in the country. And a Wyoming employer with a low layoff rate pays as little as $69 per employee per year in state unemployment taxes. As we saw in the last recession, the benefits of that modest investment for workers in our economy are substantial. It's time for some accountability from the states regarding why workers are not getting earned unemployment benefits and state trust funds are in the red, in deficit, and not prepared for the next recession. And it's way past time for this Congress to take some action. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.